Hello everyone, it's me, GameSlide99, aka No Brainer. Welcome to another Star Wars Destiny game. This time I am up against Jake Evanski against his Unkar FN Kylo Ren deck, which is unfortunate. And now I'm playing a deck that Fire Emblem showed off in Reddit and the Knights of Ren Discord. Just before I start that, I'll just be like, yeah, so what do I want here? I'll take that. I'll, I don't really, I want to try and go hard for an Imperial Inspection here. So, sorry. So Fire Emblem, local garrison, I guess that works, uh, comes with me, and he gives me a good idea. Like, I've been trying, for a long time, I've been trying to find the famed Villain Vehicles deck, because a Villain's Vehicles deck can run Confiscation. Reroll. Can run Confiscation, and Confiscation can deal with Second Chance, which is scary. Reroll again. Okay. I've got a good chance of winning this because of my TIE pilots, and there we go. There we go. There we go. And we will take my docking bay. Thank you very much. So for a long time, I've been trying to find a vehicle, a villain vehicle that runs, that can do well with cards like Confiscation, and I've been toying around with a lot of different ideas, but the basic idea is that I run Imperial Inspection and Confiscation, and I try and win. And, well, that's 3 resources right there. Wow, okay. Huh. Fire Knife comes into play. Okay, he's got some actions. So, I've been adding cards like, Personal Shield, and, well, melee, he can just resolve that immediately if he wishes to, into the Unkar, sure. Now, normally I'd activate Unkar to use up his stuff, but that's a lot of resources right there, and that's more melee. With those resources, I could get out a rocket launcher almost immediately and start work. And I think that's just too good of an opportunity. That's what I'll do. But I was again, sorry. Oh God, I keep talking about the game. Oh, what am I? Some sort of YouTuber who's commenting on video games? Well, this isn't a video game. God damn it, so off topic. And that's a double disrupt, and that's not what I want to see. So that's a little bit annoying right there. I can confiscate the vibro knife, and then he disrupts me, and then there we go. So I better just play. I could play rocket launcher, but then I'd have no resources to actually use it. But I can use Unkar's ability, and because I can use Unkar's ability, I'll use it. I'll play it for 3. Um, so I've been trying to find a vehicles deck so it can run confiscation, and then Fire Emblem comes up with this vehicles deck using Unkar double tie pilot, and he says, and he's all like, "Yo, this deck works." And I look at it and I'm like, "This deck has almost no removal, and it uses like 16 supports and 6 upgrades." And he's like, "Yeah, and this works." Oh, okay. Discard. Ah, I lost the local garrison. No, no. But he's like, yeah, this deck really works really well. Oops. And you should totally run, and you should totally try this deck out. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll try it out. However, I highly disagree with some of your choices here. So I'm going to just change a few cards myself. He doesn't even have confiscation in that deck, God. So I'm trying out this version. I'll leave a link. I'll link my version and his version in the description. Very interesting deck. I was going with a lot of personal shields, a lot of confiscation, 1/4 portion, a lot of cards that are just. Oh god, he's got a rocket launcher out already, but I mean, he can't afford to use any of it, but he can afford to just use Unkar again on the next turn, which is annoying to say the least. To say the least. Probably should have just discarded Endless Ranks right then and there. However, if he gets rid of Endless Ranks, I lose. Okay, he gets a 0. Friends in high places, he gets a 0. Alright, let's discard confiscation and re-roll all 3 of these dice. So I can focus a rocket launcher, I guess, to its 4 sides. And I can actually do 5 damage if I wanted to. Discarding that for... okay. And it hit the 3 side, so I better discard Endless Ranks or else he gets 5 resources. So let's do that, and let's reroll these two. Come on, I want anything except... Oh my god, he just keeps giving me the same sides every single time. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Well, whatever. So, yeah, I was trying to add a lot of cards that remove my opponent's dice and keep myself alive whilst I get out an ATST or something like that. I was trying to use premonitions to get out ATST specifically. And then he's like, no, you gotta really commit. You gotta super commit to the play here. I could just try and kill something here with 5 damage. I really could. Let's focus to the 4. I really could just try and kill something at 5 damage. It's a lot of early damage, a lot of early pressure. So he was like, "No, you just got to commit. You got to go so far into this deck that you'll just eventually be able to ramp up no matter what." And then I looked at this deck and I'm like, Unkar's really low on health." And he's like, "Fine, fine, I'll add some removal." So he made a second deck that adds removal to it, and then I responded with, by making a new deck that doesn't have removal. So it, it has confiscation, so it doesn't have actual hard removal, you know. So alright, it's gonna do the 1 to the Unkar again. So, and I'm just gonna resolve the 5 into the Unkar here. Because I'm gonna assume that he discarded all of his top expensive end stuff, right? I'm gonna assume he doesn't have another weapon in there. So there we go. He doesn't resolve that 1 melee to me. Good. And then of course I queue up into this deck, which is kind of a direct counter with that Unkar. I have Imperial Inspection out. There's an ATST, cool. That costs 6. Local Garrison, that costs 3. Very scary stuff, yeah. For him to, remove with an Unkar ability. He can get infinite resources basically with what he's got here. Not good for me, this deck that I've queued into. But, if I can kill off the Unkar quickly, I might be able to get something out of it. That's the hope. I'll roll out the TIE Fighter and try for the unpredictable before I try for anything. Try for the kill on the Unkar before anything else, so that he can't discard these cards from my hand. Okay, he's going to discard Vibro Knife for another Vibro Knuckler. Alright. That's 2 knives, and then equips them to his knuckles. Cost him 1, but he can roll it out immediately once more. Gonna resolve another 1. He's gonna discard a card for that. The card is remove resource, not card. Yeah, I get that confused with Aura too. Alright, so he just did 1 damage to me there. Alright, I'm going to roll out this TIE part, and I'm just going to try and kill him. Just kill off that Unkar as fast as possible if I can. That's the 3 in a focus, that isn't a kill. But I can unpredictable the die, see if I can get a 2. I've got a 2 in 6 chance of getting the TIE pilot to work. Another 1. Another 1. Okay. Yeah, let's unpredictable. Oh my god, this is nothing but focus. Absolutely nothing but focus here. Alright, let's roll in the other TIE pilot, I guess. I can definitely kill Unkar in a couple of turns, but it'll take a couple of turns. There we go, there's that +2 I wanted. That's not too terrible then. So this will be 5 to kill off the Unkar, and then I don't have to worry about Unkar's ability anymore. Although I will have to worry about activating FN to just kill me. So let's resolve the 5 into the Unkar. I don't know why he activated Unkar there. I don't know why he bothered. Maybe it's because he wanted to see if he could get a disrupt to force me to kill Unkar so I don't attack the FN, because if FN dies at this point, that is 7 resources he loses. 2 discard, +2 or 1, okay. But now that Unkar's dead, I can actually go ahead and play the Imperial Inspection and start getting my resources out. He'll be able to discard 2 from my hand, which will be very annoying if he does decide to do that. But he might just decide to re-roll here. There's a lot of different things he's got going. Now, one problem I see with this deck very clearly is that it's Slave 1 and ATST for the win, right? Slave 1 is unique, so you can't get 2 of those out. So that immediately just really hampers the amount of damage you can do. But alright, I forgot Kylo Ren has an ability. He's going to do minimum 3 damage with that, and that will kill off the Unkar. Resolve that, remove that. Gets rid of that die at least. He's going to do minimum 3 damage with Kylo Ren. He kills off Unkar. Well, that's how this game is going to go now. Don't have anything in my discard pile, right? I have a local garrison that I can discard, that I can activate for. I would cost 2. It would cost me 2, I'd stay with 1 resource. Yeah. Let's docking bay. Let's bring out this local garrison here. Oh yeah, his deck is kind of a very hard counter to me. So, this might not go very well. Killed off the Unkar so he doesn't get infinite resources, but then the Kyle's going to do infinite damage. Alright. Got to remember to pay my resources for that. Getting discard to reroll his dice. Just the 1 melee dice. Try and get as much damage as possible. He's got 3 there. Now the problem is, with Unkar dead, this is another problem with the deck. With Unkar dead, there is no way of actually getting resources. Better wait for him to actually finish his turn first. Which I saw as another problem, right? Yeah. And here comes more dice. For more damage. Blank, good. And there we go, that's his turn, okay. Well, I'm almost dead at this point, and there's very little I can do here. Like, there's no point having this ATST and this other local garrison, because I'm just never going to get the resources for it. So, discard, reroll, redraw. And Imperial Inspection is now worthless because I don't have any other dice that have Disrupt right now. So I really don't know what my plan is going to be anymore. I rolled 4 on the rocket launcher, though. I could have played Wingman on that TIE pilot, which would have made a lot of sense, but I didn't. Friends in high places, though, will allow me to potentially get something off here. Cheaper. Resource, melee damage. Okay, well, a lot of resources there is exactly what I need. Blank! That's not what I wanted to see. I did not want to see a blank there. He doesn't like you. He's going to remove my 4, and that's basically game, right? It's basically impossible for me to get anything else done. I can get a resource and then play Slave 1, I guess. And that way it's not in my hand for the Kylo Ren. This has just been a very awkward game, all in all. Gets the Holdout Blaster on the Kylo, and that gives him an extra action. Surprised he places it on the Kylo rather than the FN. But whatever. Shield and a blank. Okay, small mercies. He doesn't get to kill off the TIE pilot this turn necessarily. That's a 3. He's got still yet more 3-cost weapons, which I can't deal with because I don't have a confiscation. You see, local garrison doesn't matter when you're up against an FN, right? Okay, I'm gonna resolve the 3 into the FN. In a situation now where I need to kill. I could have discarded, rerolled the TIE pilot die. That would have given me more damage overall. Let's. Yeah. Still only the 1 damage showing there. That's quite nice for me. Do I discard rocket launch? No, I can play the wingman though. Let's just play the wingman. I have a fair turn, effectively. He's gonna claim so that he gets first turn priorities. What's he gonna do? He's gonna discard his boundless ambition. So that's both of his boundless ambitions gone, so I don't have to worry about that part necessarily. And he still only has 2 damage, which means my TIE pilot lives still, which is nice. So I'm going to be allowed to play salvage stand here. 4th support coming out. And then I can claim the docking bay. Is there anything for 0 I would want in here? I don't believe there is. No. That I can take because it's supports only. So, oops. Draw 3. 2 resources. There's outposts. Outposts actually allow me to activate Imperial Inspection, so that's why they're in this deck. I think I immediately need to activate the TIE pilot, the TIE pilots though, so I can potentially get a Friends in High Places here, because I need all the help I can get, and a Friends in High Places might help me. That's not enough. That's a 5. Rocket Launch has a very high chance of getting the 3 and 6, a half chance of getting the size that I needed there, but he did not get those. And then FN's going to roll out damage, and it's probably going to hurt. Just the 1 damage, so wow, okay, that's quite lucky for me. So I can roll out Slave 1 and see if I can get my range damage. I do. It costs a resource, but I get it. And that's a lot of damage coming through if he can't deal with that, and FN decks tend not to have a lot of removal. Oh, he can't remove it either because TIE Pilot. Oh shit, he removed my 4 damage rocket launcher when he couldn't have because TIE Pilot. Duh. Oh god. I forgot about that. That's the whole point of having TIE Pilots, so that they can't remove these very powerful damage dealing effects. Oh, he's going to go for the redeploy riot baton. If he can get a 2 damage out, he has a 1 2. Ah, good. He can re-roll it, but he can't activate it. You can't activate it from FN's ability after the reroll. Because the after effect comes after FN's ability. FN's after effect resolves, allowing you to roll the dice in the first place. After you play a weapon, you may roll it. If able, you may immediately resolve it. So, because of that, I'm able to do my 9 damage onto FM before my guy dies. But if I do that, wait, hang on. If I do that, I can't Friends in High Places, so I will have Friends in High Places instead. Which allows me to show 3, and I can play 1 for free. I could resolve the 4 against both. No, I'm going to play the quad jumper for free. and then discard the salvo. That's another card I added in salvo. I'm like, 3 and 4 character decks are pretty good against this deck game. I need to do that. So that's what I decided that with that. So I've got Quad Jumper there. Let's resolve this 7. You'd think he'd. Oh, I could have played Friends in High Places either way anyway, because it's only a value of 7 or more. I keep thinking it's 8. I don't know why I think it's 8. But I keep thinking it's 8. So I could have done that, at least. But, just the 1 range damage again. He's rolling very poorly on his character dice. Or his lesser dice, I should be saying, really. So I can discard Quad Jumper to play Outpost from my hand, if I wished. Which is an interesting idea. So let's roll out the Quad Jumper first, see if it's something I want to resolve. A 1 shield? I can resolve a 1 shield. I'm fine with that. Let me actually throw this into the grave. 1 range damage into here, sure. Then I'll take my 1 shield. I'm gonna let him claim the battlefield, it looks like here. He's gonna be allowed to discard and reroll a lot, so I've got plenty of time. We'll discard and do melee, okay. I'm going to activate Quad Jumper's effect, which allows me to discard it to play Outpost, which costs 1 less, but the Outpost I feel is worth it more because it has the Disrupt size, which can get rid of the Holdout Blaster from his hand. Bounce it back into his hand. Which then FN can reroll as a result, but then FN's got 1 less side, right? Okay, yeah, discard 2 from my hand. Is the rocket launcher in the salvage stand? I will roll out the Outpost now. Focus side, though that's worthless to me. Okay, replacing Vibrant Knife with a rocket launcher, but the rocket launcher, you have to pay for the side, so that's not very useful for him this turn, but next turn it might be worthwhile. Do I want to just be able to go next turn by doing the Outpost, or do I want to discard to reroll to try and get this Holdout Blaster to work? I don't think I want the no, I don't want the Holdout Blaster. Well, sorry. Yeah, I claimed. I have a habit of doing that. Well, if he's going for the 1 resource on the Kylo, he doesn't, but he does get the special on Kylo, and he might want to activate it. Imperial Inspection, bro, costs 0. Live. Maybe he has that card which use a red side for free. That's the maybe. I don't know. I feel like he was just playing the rocket launcher for it to be available next turn. Don't want Imperial Inspection. I'm down to just 10 cards left. But here's my endless ranks, if I can somehow make the money, but I got 2 doubts there. Okay, so I can go for the Slave 1 and attempt a kill. A 3, that is a kill on the FN. So if he has a redeploy now, he better use it. Lightsabers will redeploy over the rocket launcher. Alright, so that's going to redeploy over to Kylo, and Kylo is going to be so beefed up. So for that reason, maybe I don't kill off the Kylo right away. Maybe I don't roll against the Kylo straight away. Maybe I try and roll out the Outpost, try and disrupt his dice first. Let's roll out the Outpost. Double disrupt. I'll do that to get rid of the Holdout Blaster. Because that way he has 1 less redeploy weapon when he actually activates Kylo. Because he ain't going to activate Kylo until... Ah, he can remove that because I didn't activate the TIE Pilot. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Whoop, whoop, whoops. Alright, let's roll out the TIE Pilot then. Resource. +2. This is the problem. The deck does not make money. And I went from suddenly going very well to not so well. I got greedy. I got a little bit greedy. Right, baton can reactivate. Fails its reactivation. If I resolve the disrupt, so he can't resolve the melee side. Now I've got doubts to deal with what he rolls. Yeah. Alright, he did get that one melee side, which is annoying to me because of the special. Let's doubt, remove that Kylo dice. Resource. Well, he can claim the resource, and now he's got the resource to do the 4. God damn it. Let's play another. Do I play another outpost? I want to save up for endless ranks if I can. Let's discard slave 1, reroll. Or okay, not useful. All right, so he's gonna take that first next turn, and I think I gotta let him. This is not going well at all. I just can't make money if once Unkar dies, and this deck is good at killing Unkar quickly. There's my other quad jumper. The idea with the docking bay, by the way, is so that you can play quad jumper decreasing its cost by 1 each time, which gives you stuff. But of course, the quad jumper can make money, so maybe I should have kept that rather than the outpost. Because if I have one more monies right now, then endless ranks would do very well for me. Would also activate salvage stand. Special 2 blanks. He can reroll one of those into 2. Okay, so this is 4 damage, which does kill the TIE pilot. So do I roll out slave 1 in the attempt to kill him first? Let's roll out the slave 1. Special, okay. Special does not kill off FN if he resolves one of these dice. So he resolves the 2. TIE pilot's at 6. Let's unpredictable that dice. Oh, I could have unpredictable slave 1, I guess, instead. Alright, and now I have a turn to do something. And I am going to roll out the TIE pilot, I guess. 1 focus, again. Focus, focus, focus. These TIE pilots, nothing but focus. I wish I had another support that had a resource side. I wish I had my quad jumper out. He's got weapons that he can just do 1 damage with, right? If he just Okay, he's going to discard to reroll instead. 2 shields, okay. Well, I can focus the slave 1 to the 3, or I can focus it to the resource and get my endless ranks up. But I can focus it to the 3, which kills FM, which allows Kylo to be insane. Focus it to the resource, I can claim the resource, and then on the next turn I can endless ranks, and then I'm alive. But that feels like a waste to do that for the resource. That's what I'll do. I'll focus to the resource side. It rolls a resource to lose the... It rolls to resource, so can't salvage stand. But yes, I'm taking the resource. And he took the shields. Okay, this will allow FN to live against the Slave 1, but I'll be able to get my other TIE pilot back, and that gives me 7 more health to survive this. Oops. But that's all my money. So, and I have 2 cards left in my deck. He has 2 cards left in his deck, but I don't have discards. Alright, let's go Outpost. 2 in 6 chance of don't get that, but I get Docking Bay, which can get a 0 cost back into my thing, which is an Imperial Inspection, I guess. Is that worth it? Not really. I'll let him have the first turn again. +3, can't resolve it. Okay. Discarding from my hand at this point is basically not an option because we've got so few cards left in it. So let's Outpost for the other Imperial Inspection. Maybe I want to put in there's the other ATSD, last card in the deck. There's a Confiscation. If I had one more resource, Conversation would be nice here. Maybe I can put in Underworld Connections? She is a support, costs 2, but it gets me my resources every turn. Both players out of cards right now, so rerolls are scary. My local garrison has successfully kept his FM from being able to get even better stuff out. But that's going to be 3 damage done to me. There's no way I can save this TIE pilot, unfortunately. Well, let's roll them both anyway, so that at least I have them out and on the field. Focus again! This TIE pilot, nothing but focus. But now I can at least get Slave 1 out, which actually does damage, you know. 4 for a resource, okay. I mean, 4 damage is 4 damage. Don't have to spend a reroll on it. The problem is if I kill FN, Kylo then gets all the stuff and he gets an extra reroll of all that stuff. It's not in my best interest to kill Kylo here. Nothing I have has discard size though. Roll out the Outpost. Shield, okay. Shield again. Wow, okay. Well, I can get the shield on the TIE pilot. Heal him up for 1. He now officially has 2 resources. I'll do 4 to that FN. Costed me 1 though. Maybe I could have just claimed and played a quad jump for my graveyard. That might have been the correct choice, actually, thinking about it. Let's claim Docking Bay, and then should have a second outpost in here, right? Yeah, there is. You just gonna go for it? He's just gonna start going for it, guys. That's not a redeploy weapon. He's decided I'm low enough on health that if he does manage to kill FN, he'll just win off the right baton. That's a disrupt. That isn't what he needed. That's lucky. And that's a good reason then for me not to have saved my resources for the next turn. That's the something. That's the 2 melee. Ouch. I have 4 health left. Definitely within FN killing territory still. It's absolutely insane that I haven't died yet. Why do I keep just randomly turning on the hood? Swapping a right baton for a right baton. That has 2 reroll. That has 2 rolls in it. Each one has a. Okay, didn't get it the first time. God, what he wanted the second time. Type out on 1 HP. I mean, come on, his deck is a really good kind of counter to me, so we expected the power to lose this a long time ago. So, alright, let's. In my 2 resources, let's start by rolling Slave 1. The special side comes out. Okay, I can kill FN if he rolls out FN. If he rolls out Kylo, I'm dead, basically. Vibro Knife, that gives him an ambush action. And it's only 1. So he only needs the 1, and he's got a 2 in 6. He gets it. GG. Jesus, he eventually got me down. The local garrison was able to slow down the FN for a very long time, but I just couldn't deal with it. A Kylo for 6, and Unkar kinda counters this deck well. He Kylo'd me my Unkar for 6. I had no rights of winning this game, but that's also kind of a counter deck in the first place. I was able to get a local garrison off very early, which forced the FN to have to not be allowed to just put down 9 resources worth of upgrades at the start, because then that would have been way more stronger. But even so, this deck of his very good counter, which is interesting as well, because the way I usually see FN plays, I see him played with Unkar and a Death Trooper, or with Dooku and a Death Trooper, rather than with the Kylo. But that was quite a game. He's offering another game against this deck, and I think I'll take it, but I'll end this video here because this was almost 40 minutes long. It's been me against 99, no brainer. Signing off.